Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm the Trailbox Gamer, and welcome back to Jak 2. Last episode, we've discovered that this horrible place is really our old home. Yeah, we're in the future. And I've been holding off on a lot of...
What do you gotta do around this place to get noticed?
Blow a lot of things up. Get involved with some shady people. I mean, the guy's named The Shadow. But like I was saying, we're in the future. And this has a lot of... Like, I wanted to talk about so many things when they popped up, but I just couldn't because I knew it would spoil, like, the little twist, and now that the twist is out in the open, I can talk about them. I think I already started one with, like, where do you think... Wow, I forgot I was low on health. I guess that's a blessing in disguise, full health.
The Shadows decided it's time to meet you.
Why is that place in the old ruins so important to you?
There's a powerful energy force at the old house. The metalheads are drawn to it.
No kidding. We used to know the guy that lived there.
So, you're the new recruits who keep getting into trouble.
Oh, no, not you!
Welcome to our humble underground movement. I am known as the Shadow, but you may call me Samos. And you are?
Jeez, Jak, we went through all that to meet His Holiness, Old Log of the Head, Grandpa Green?
Don't you know who we are?
Sorry, kid. Never seen you before. And I never forget a face, especially one that ugly.
So it begins.
How is this possible? We came through the rift with you. Into the future, right?
Yeah, you used to look older than dirt and uglier than a knotted stump. What gives? Did you get a little nip and tuck while we were gone?
Listen, boys, I don't know what kind of twigs you've been chewing on, but I don't have time for this. We've got a baron to overthrow, a child heir to protect, an invasion of metalheads to stop, and a city to save. I'd say the schedule's pretty full. Besides, I haven't gone through any rifts. I hate teleporting.
Sure sounds like the old Samos.
Right now, I need you to go to Haven Forest and root out a few metalheads. That forest is my source of power, but I can't protect it much longer. Chase down and destroy all the metalhead scouts you find there. Good luck, and welcome to the fight.
I mean, I guess a lot of discussion really revolved around, hey, where's this location from the first game? Rather than anything. But when I played the game, when I came across that twist, I was trying to pick, like, who's who from the first... Whoops. Like, who do you think's a descendant from the first game, if any, are in this game? I kind of saw Vin as, like, a descendant of the Blue Eco Sage, mainly because he's good with the technology. Like, he's really smart, too. It's just, like, I guess that has no real connection between the two. And, I mean, during the cutscene, he said Mara was the genius, but hey, he knows how to operate the, the tech around his lab. They both kind of...
You won't be able to catch those metalheads in the forest on foot, so I've left my jetboard at the airlock near the city exit. Since you're helping the underground, I'll even let you keep it.
Nice, we get our little jetboard back. What did I call it? A hoverboard? Ah, same difference. What the hell? Give me this. Jetboard, hoverboard, same difference. I mean, I know they're not the same, but whatever. Getting back to what I was saying, Vin and Blue Eco Sage, they kind of talk pretty fast. Granted, I think the Blue Eco Sage is doing it out of excitement about, explaining what he knows, and Vin's doing it out of fear, but, they kind of have that thing going for them. I mean, just remember, this was like something I came up with as a kid. It's not going to have much merit. Hell, I thought at one point Onin was like a future version of Kira. I mean, kid me didn't understand what sidekicks were. So when she said, oh, it's good to see you again, Jak, even though Jak states that we've never met before, and like, kid me thought, oh, it must be somebody from the past that Jak doesn't recognize, because they're so old, and who would, be close? Probably Kira, and that just gets blown out of the water soon, so just ignore that.
Ours. I call shotgun.
I mean, I keep going with the point because I have something else that disproved my old, crackpot theory, but we haven't gotten to the game for the review, and I really try to avoid spoilers if possible, even if they're so small it wouldn't matter. But yeah, let's just drop this for now. I know that whole theory I made is definitely blown out of the water. It's not. It's been disproven, is what I'm trying to get at. Where is this place, out of curiosity? I know, like, from the first game. I can only think of a few places that have its, like, theme. But it seems to be pretty far, you know, from, like, if you take Samus's hut as a, like, as a point, it seems too far to be the Forbidden Jungle, doesn't it? So it can't be the, like, I don't think it could be the Forbidden Jungle. Precursor's Basin? I mean, what other places were there that had like a foresty theme to it? The Mountain Pass kind of had a, you know, green theme to it. Lots of trees. Over the years, it could form into this, maybe. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to think of the Jak and Daxter map and trying to, like, put it over Jak 2, but it's just weird. And this mission I was never good at. I mean, just because some place is green and has trees doesn't make it, like, this location. So, assuming it's the Mountain Pass or Precursor... I mean, Precursor's Basin does have some merit to it. If you look at all the old Precursor stuff that you can find there, this place has it. Like, it could, like, fit. I mean, that's also based on memory. I don't remember how much stuff there was, but, you know, like, feels like it could be a fitting place. I mean, then again, Forbidden Jungle also had some Precursor stuff, so yeah, it also fits. I'm just saying that from the distance from, you know, Samus's hut and here, I don't think it's the Forbidden Jungle. But anyways, yeah, where do you think this would have taken place in the first game, if you know the first game? Like, I'd like to hear other input other than my own. I mean, granted, if you make a comment and talk about it, I'll try to get back to you, but sometimes I just don't notice. Which is weird, because I'm pretty sure I add, like, hey, notify me whenever I get a comment. It's just sometimes the computer don't notify me. I'm like, oh, well, this would have been nice to know, like, a few days... I messed up. I'm grabbing that before I forget. Like, it'd be nice to know when it was first posted so I could get back to somebody immediately, rather than just wait well, depending on how long I take to notice, because sometimes it could take, like, maybe a couple hours at the least. At the worst, a week. I always feel embarrassed about that. It's like, man, I made somebody wait a week to hear something from me. Like, ugh. Kind of makes me feel like a dick for not getting back to you sooner, but it's honestly not my fault. I don't mean to. Then you get these weird comments that are like, promo SM or something, and I'm like, what? I don't know how to respond to you. I'm not going to respond to you because that seems suspicious. You sound kind of like a bot. So I'm just gonna ignore you, and I'm grabbing this before I forget. And if you're wondering, you can come back to this location, so if you forget to grab any Precursor orb, or if you miss them on your first, you know, time here, don't worry, you can always come back. I personally like coming here because this place, I like the beauty of it. I like the nature of it. Then also, you know, because the hoverboard makes it easy. You know, it's a fun place to hoverboard around, jetboard around. I don't know if I can talk about, you know, Dexter's spin-off game. I mean, I don't think anyone could, like, maybe you've had the old PSP, and, you know, if maybe you have a good internet service where you could, you know, play it off of PlayStation Plus or something, but I mean, I can't play it. like, my internet sucks. My internet sucks at every time I try to play one of their streaming games, it usually doesn't play the game at all. Like, it freezes, I wouldn't say it crashes, because, you know, it just kicks you out. Which, to me, sucks, because that takes away a bit of what I'm paying for, you know? Like, granted, I don't usually stream, but I like the option to stream. Like, for example, if I wanted to play Sly Cooper, I would have to stream it. But since streaming sucks for me, I can't play it. Also, they've decided to add tiers. They separated some categories of games, like, you know, classic games, the cool games, the old... I remember this when I was a kid game, so I like to play it to get the whole nostalgic feeling out. They added money tiers to this. I don't know on top of my head, but I think it's either $70 or $90, which, you know, either or is a lot. Like, I kind of hate it because before, like, oh, you got the $50 option, you can access all the games you want, that's fine. Now you have to pay extra. It's like, come on. Look, if you're gonna make me pay, can you at least increase the subscription time? That would make it feel a little less, you know, aggravating. Like, oh, okay, it's $70 now, but hey, I got it for a year and a half. That's kind of a nice deal right there. Or, you know, if it's a $90 option, hey, it's $90, but I got a subscription for like 2 years. That's better than the old. Like, that's better than the old option. I mean, it's still a lot of money. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a lot of money. And now that I think about it personally, I can't access the streaming service too well. And, you know, that feels like if I'm paying as much as $90, I feel like I want to be able to use the service. But again, I can't fully commit to that criticism because I know my internet's not good. Now, if somebody in the comments said, hey, even with great internet that works pretty fast, that works on a dime, that streams everything perfectly, this service still sucks, like, I can't fully commit to that criticism. So I guess that's gonna be on the shelf until someone says otherwise. It's, you know, I want to be fair. I like to think that everyone would agree that prices should have stayed the same. Maybe they shouldn't have, you know, categorized it into several different packages, because that, I feel, is a little too much. Just a little too much. I mean, again, unless they decide to give you a little more subscription time, it don't seem that bad. But they don't. And I was talking about Dexter before I got sidetracked with the whole PlayStation Plus thing. Sorry. I didn't mean, I mean, actually, I came up to the idea, can I really talk about it? Like, it's a in-between game. Does anybody care for spoilers? The only thing I was going to share about that game was that, you know, you go to locations you see in this game, only there's a lot of precursor orbs, and now there's not that much. I kind of want to blame Daxter for the short precursor orbs in the city. Also, every time I see this, I try to angle myself just right so it's like I'm facing the right way when I get back to the, you know, first location. It's something small that I do, and I don't know why I like doing it, but I like to try to do it. I don't think we... Wait. No, we were... I mean, that's the closest. That's been the closest. I'm gonna accept that as me actually getting it, because I never been able to do that before, and I kind of want to finally... I'm telling you, as a kid, hours spent trying to just get it perfectly for some reason. I don't know why. It's just... It's the weirdest thing I've done. Like, the weirdest thing that I wasted time on in this game. And I've done a lot of weird things to waste time in this game. Like, just thinking about that, that would be the weirdest. Give me this vehicle. It's mine now. This isn't my favorite type of vehicle. It is not. I mean... Why? What's going on?
I just talked to my racing client. She told me you're pretty good with that jet board of theirs.
Well, we got Silver.
Crimson Guard listening equipment just arrived in the port. None of us, including the underground, want those devices up and running. It's not good for business. Ride the jet board out into the port and destroy every Crimson Guard crate
I failed this mission a lot, too. Because I was thinking, oh, it can't be that bad. I only see like one little dot. How? And then I freaked out because I saw a bunch of little dots. And I think it gives you like, what, 2 minutes to do it in? The timer only starts when you hit one of them. So pick one you think is going to cause you the most problem. But hey, what I didn't know as a kid... Oh, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Nah, close enough. What I didn't know as a kid is that you can actually just use this, vehicle to fly over and shoot them. Granted, the vehicle is faster, but you have to be very precise with your shots, because unlike the jet board, you can't just, like, nudge the little thing and it breaks. No, you gotta shoot it. And, the vehicle is kind of a pain just to turn and, get a good shot on, but, with the speed, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. You do have to worry about it blowing up, though. I mean, I don't get why we can't hit it. Like, I'm pretty sure this, I don't know what the zoomer. I'm pretty sure these zoomers are like, holy shit! We have time. Like I was saying, I'm pretty sure the zoomer is like a lot more sturdier than the jet board. I could see it just like smacking into it and, breaking it, but hey, whatever. We have time. We got a minute and about 7 more to go. We got this, I say, not fully believing in myself. I probably am not gonna get this. It was close. It was kind of close. I can never get this mission on the first try. That's like something I noticed. I can't get this mission on the first try. It takes me at least a good couple missions just to get it. I mean, as a kid, it took me forever. Now, like I say, 2, maybe 3 at the most. 3 attempts. We might be able to get it. We have like 15 seconds. As long as nobody interrupts me, I'll be good. I like to take it back. I don't think we're gonna get this. We are... Yeah, like, we're at the very end. I can't... I know I'm not gonna be able to get to him. Let's try this again. Oh, thank you. You gave me my own vehicle. Even the game, dude. Like, yeah, you don't have to use a jet board. Just take the bike. Take the bike. It'd be a whole lot easier. And be sure not to blow up your vehicle this time, you dumbass. Like, you're an idiot. You blew up your own vehicle? What? Are you stupid? Yeah, kinda. Just a little. I'm a bad driver, okay? Give me a break. I mean, look at the bright side. At least I didn't, capsize my vehicle. I mean, yeah, I blew it up, but details. It has to be the scattergun. Or wait, no, from a distance, this actually works pretty well. Yeah, never mind. Scattergun's fine and all for, up close, but... Huh. Yeah, that works a whole lot better. Just gotta keep shooting them. We're very close to winning this. We have time to, spare. We'll be fine. This part makes me a little nervous, though. There we go. That one was always, like, the biggest pain to get to. I probably went for that one first as a kid. 3 more, and we're done. We still have a minute to go, and there's 2, like, right here. Another person that I tried connecting to the first game, like, I know there's Vin with the blue eco sage, but I always thought Gru was, like, related to the Hillbillies. And the only reason that I had to believe that is the mascot he uses for the, his bar, the Hip Hog Heaven. I mean, that's the only thing that I have tying to it. It could be like a family pet that went down the years, you know, something like that. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't have much merit to it. I mean, I can't really think of any other reason other than the fact that, you know, they have a similar animal. That's the only reason I could think of. I mean, this place doesn't... Then again, you don't know how long you've been sent into the future. I like to think we were sent, like, maybe 1,000 years. Maybe. I mean, I don't know how long. I don't know if there's an official time that they've been sent, like, was it far into the future? I mean, I have to say it probably was pretty far. Don't see any place that resembles anything from the first game aside from Samus' hut, which looks pretty decrepit, you know? I mean, it's still there. It's still there. It's like not looking in good shape, but still there. It had to turn like to dust or ash or whatever, so yeah, like it's still standing, but then again, they did mention that there's a power source in there. Maybe that's keeping it alive. I kind of wonder, like I said, I wonder how far we went into the future. What do you think? How far do you think we went into the future? I want to say maybe 1,000 years. I don't know why. 1,000 years feels appropriate. Kind of, I mean, people are still around, so when the metalheads popped up for the first time, there had to been some survivors. Who do you think survived in the first game? Because, you know, the metalheads are pretty nasty.
How's it riding in the hood, Red?
Get out of the area. This is Crimson Guard business. One of Vin's eco-tankers is coming in from the wasteland, but the clearance transmission sounded fishy. The driver was scared. We're going to check it out, just in case.
How can we help?
I've got it handled.
Ah! A metalhead sneak attack!
Damn! It's just us!
What was that? You had it handled? Yeah, sure, you got it handled pretty well. What the hell was that? I thought I got attacked by one of the guards for a second. Like, it's just the sound effect is very close to the whole, you know, electric attack sound effect. And I thought I was getting some friendly fire. And I'm probably gonna die. No.
Good work.
Oh, we got him.
We got them all! The metalheads are getting bolder every day. It's almost like they're testing our defenses, like probing attacks. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What was I saying before this whole thing happened? Oh, right. The whole, like, first attack of the metalheads. Who do you think survived? Who do you think did not survive? I don't think that the mayor from the first game survived. I just don't see him surviving. I see him cowering in his house and getting cornered. And that's how he ends. Now, I think maybe the sages would take on a defensive stance and try to protect people. But missing on the green sage, they're weakened, so it's like they probably, you know, put up a good fight, but got overwhelmed at one point. Maybe the miter survived. I mean, again, this is like assuming you know the first game. And I hope you do, otherwise you're not going to know who I'm talking about. But the miners, as their name indicated, they're in a cave mining a giant diamond thing or giant gem. And it is the escort mission. I know because these boxes are here.
I want you boys to escort the kid over to Core at the power station. He promised to look out for the boy, and I'm just too busy to babysit right now. Oh, and take the kid's crocodile with you. Oh, isn't he sweet?
So what's this kid's story?
I found him just wandering the streets, but that amulet around his neck means he may just be the lost heir to the city. Take the kid and the mutt to the power station. Watch out for guard patrols and defend the kid at all costs. Oh, and if you happen to lose the crocodile...
gotta say, I kind of like
Hey,
the,
kid,
you know,
wait.
Crocodile's
Come
design.
back.
It's a cool looking,
Gotta protect them.
you know, hybrid look.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
You guys are very high alert. I mean, we were only out, like, for what, a second? And you're already on our case? That's a new record for you guys. Typically, I have to do something. Just gotta keep them at bay. It's not too hard, but at the same time, if you don't pay attention, you can get surprised. And while I have said I'm not a big fan of escort missions, I have to give this NPC a little credit. This NPC doesn't wander off. It goes on the straight path. The only thing you need to worry about are the guards. I mean, yeah, he's not the fastest, but he's a kid. What do you expect? I mean, really, the biggest issue is the guards, and I'm kind of glad that, you know, the gun doesn't hurt him. At least from what I know. I mean, we shot near him. It didn't hit him. I don't want to test that theory too much, but, you know, worse escort missions would have you hurt the, you know, escortee. Or have them wander off or wander into danger. Yeah, the kid has ran into the guards, but his path was pretty straightforward. The guards go to him. He don't go to the guard. I hate it when the person you're supposed to escort, when they blindly walk into danger. Like, I would be forgiving if the danger's hidden and they didn't notice. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but when it's not hidden, when they actively go into, like, traps or enemies, it's like, you are a pain in the ass. You are a pain in the ass. Why are you being this difficult? Like, you get what I mean? Like, escorting you from point A to point B would be less annoying if you didn't try to kill, you know, get yourself killed in the process. I'm not feeling too confident in this. One hit and I'm like dead. Keep going. Just like, don't wait up for me. That's my thing. Oh, man, he can get hit. Oh, crap. Ow. I didn't know that they could shoot him. Were they told to shoot him?
Come back!
That's dark.
Gotta protect them. Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
I mean, the kid took a hit. You gotta give him some credit. The kid took like a couple shots. I wonder how many shots he could take. I mean, yeah, I wonder. I don't want to test it out. Like, oh, it takes like 6 hits to kill the kid. Like, no, I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, like I said, the only problem this kid is that he's kind of slow. Keep going. I mean, yeah, maybe I stopped in front of him and he looked at me, but no, just keep going. Ignore the violence as it happens right before your face. Just like, ignore the guy getting shot. Keep running. And everything will be fine. Well, as fine as they could get. Yeah. As fine as they could get.
Stick with me, kid, and you'll be safe. Leave him alone.
You know, I kind of like the little dialogue that Jack has. Like, I know it's a little detail, but I like the little details in games. Like, it's like they could have had them say nothing, but no, they had this, like, little bit in this mission. Like, it's kind of nice. Just stop shooting me. This is why I ask you to stop shooting me. I'm a bad driver. I have a kid in the vehicle. I can't afford to be a bad driver. God, jeez, again. Stop with the shooting. What happened to the kid dies? Do you fail? I like to think that you failed. The Baron didn't want you to kill the kid. He wanted you to get the kid. I like to imagine that there's like a feedback of this mission just going directly to the Baron. And he's like looking at his all guards, like all of his guards shooting at Jack with the kid in the vehicle. He's like, do not kill the kid. Please do not kill the kid. As soon as they get out, he sees one guard actually take a shot at the kid. he just like grabs the screen, shaking it, starts screaming, "I told you to get the kid, not kill the kid! Idiots!" I really wish I could do an impression of him. I want to hear him say it. I want to hear him say it in that voice. Does that ship not care? I guess it don't care. Guard driving it's all like, oh, no, this is not my issue. I don't get paid enough to deal with this. I'm gonna go patrol somewhere else. You guys could go get killed by the Dark Ego Freak. I'm gonna live to see the next day. I gotta give him some credit. Smartest guard there is. We made it.
Let's get these two to core. Samus told us to bring the kid to you.
Thank you. I'll be sure to keep him close. Oh, sweet. Interesting. That insufferable mutt never liked anyone but the boy before.
I guess I'm just good with animals.
I hope we have enough eco to keep the metalheads at bay. During my travels in the deep wasteland, I saw some of the bigger ones. Awesome creatures.
We saw a big one coming out of a rift once. He was ugly.
I have some valuable information for you. The Baron is conducting an excavation at the dig. He is still looking for that ridiculous tomb. Frankly, I don't believe it exists, but you might as well go out there and disrupt his operation just in case. Knock down all the scaffolding at the site. That should set him back. Here is an air train pass to get you out there.
I mean, I like disrupting the Baron and all, but I think that's it for this episode. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Please like and subscribe, and have a happy and safe Halloween.